Hello, and welcome to a tutorial from ITnova on how to automatically make relationships in tables using Power BI. However, first things first, let me show you what I've created so far. So, with this report, it allows you to either filter by name, like so, or job position. In this specific report, I have filtered out Senior Computer System Analyst and Financial Analyst as well. Another way to look up specific information about a person or job position within the report is by clicking one of the tables themselves. In this instance, I chose Jane Doe's stage at each candidate. This allows me to just see the information of Jane Doe in every single other table in this report. Now that I've shown you the report, let me show you what the table looks like. In order to do that, right-click the table that you're using and then go down to Edit Query. And from here, it will show you the table. So for me, it has numbers, candidate names, candidate emails, phone number, labor category, who is accepted, who is created by, when and where their phone screen was, on-site interview, who is the one that recruited them, and when they were accepted or rejected, what stage they're at, and if their status is closed or hired. Then we take a look at the salary of each of the candidates. Then we look at the signed C offers and executive rights, references, diplomas, all that stuff. And you can see that it is true-false data type instead of text, like so. Then we head over to comments and last notification date. And like you can see, last notification date is going to be on date instead of true-false or text. Up next is the same thing, just as the certificates and all that, with true-false for high school, associates, bachelor's, master's, PhD. Then scroll all the way over at the end of the table and create a new column. And for this instance, I already created one called education. So when I edited it, it will show that I created a bunch of if statements. So the first if statement reads that high school, associate, bachelor, master's, and PhD are true. Then type out master's and PhD. Then the next one's going to be high school, bachelor's, master's, and PhD. High school associates, bachelor and master, high school associate, master, PhD, and then so on and so forth, all the way up until it's individually just PhD, bachelor, associate, master's, PhD, or null. Then the same goes for the next, all certificates. So for this one, I create another if statement column. If signed C offers, signed executive rights, and certificates are all true, then type all that out. If one of them is wrong, then just type out the two that are true. And if only one of them is right, it will type out the one. And if none of them are right, then it's going to say no certificates. Once that's all done, be sure to close and apply and not exit out on the top right corner. This will be the only way that your progress will save. So in the report that I use, we are actually using two separate tables. There is table 9 that is being used by total candidates, and in the labor category, there is a different table being used called position table. In order to see the relationship between the two tables, we're going to have to manage the relationship in the model tab. As you can see, there are already some relationships that have been already established. But if we scroll over, we want to see the relationship between table 9 and the new position table. So if you right-click on a table and then go to Manage Relationships, it will display all the relationships that are established between every single table. For example, Administrative Systems comments and Table 9's comments have a relationship between each other. Same with Table 9's labor category and Position table's labor category. And once you exit out, it will save automatically. So let me drag out table 9 here real quick so I can show you the connections between the two position table and table 9. And I'm just starting to look for it. Is it up here? No. However, when you do press on candidate name and you look over on the right, under synonyms, it says candidate name and candidate. If another table has candidate or candidate name in their table, then it's going to automatically make a relationship between the two. And here we go. Here's the labor category. And just like for candidate name, under synonyms, it's going to have two separate names. It has a labor category and just category. Then if we go back to the table tab under position table, I just want to show you where the labor category is in each of the tables and how they automatically make a connection between the two of each other. And here is the labor category under table 9. Next up, I want to show you how Power BI automatically sets connections with new tables. So what we're going to want to do is create a new table, go to Edit Query, and then go to Enter Data. From there, under column 1, you're going to want to type in candidate name, then just type in any names that you want, and for the next column, do labor category. With labor category, you're going to want to try to make the names be similar to the ones that you've already established within the other labor categories. In this example, I'm going to type in financial analyst. However, I'm typing in out analyst, comma, financial to keep it the same as table 9's and position table. The same thing goes for computer system junior analyst. Once you are done inputting the data, go down to the table name and just type in example table. Be sure to press OK so it will save and create the new table for you. Then just wait a second and boom, here is the new table. We're not going to do too much to the table, so just exit it out, close and apply. Then we're going to want to head back over to the model so we can check out all the relationships between each tables. As you can see in the example table, there already is a connection between position table and the example table. And to already see it, we can go to right-click example table and go to manage relationship. As you can see, there already is a relationship between labor category table 9 and position table. And if you want to create a new relationship, just press new. Then pull up the tables that you want to create a relationship in and the column that you want to make a relationship in. So in this instance, I did table 9 and the example table. Then when it asks you what relationship type, there only should be one that is usable. Then just press OK and it should automatically create the relationship. So thank you for watching and subscribe to ITnova for more content.